I'm sorry I'm hating Japan. There are a lot of people who are loving Japan. If you're one of them, this video is enough for you. If you're feeling uncomfortable, leave this video. I wasn't planning to film this today. Oh my god, what is going on with my hair? Hi, my name is Sahya and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. So a week ago, I got a new job. This is actually my first job in Japan. Even though I was born and raised in Japan, I only have experience working in America. So working in Japan is like a whole new world. And I experience same experience as foreigners do. So I'm in a really unique situation right now. So this is my story time. This story is so sad. This story makes me more isolated from people here. This story is very cryable, if that's a word, but I'm not gonna cry because it's kind of laughable. Because I kind of expected this to happen. In my previous videos, I already told you about the process of getting hired. This is my experience after I got actually hired. So I got hired, I started working on the next day. It's been only a week. I'm still on my training. I was just working and learning. Japan, it's so freaking different. Companies in America allow you to do basically anything you want. Not everything, but most of things. They allow them to think of their personal lives as a priority. But here in Japan, your personal things doesn't matter. Like, you're basically robots. You cannot say anything about your shifts. The managers, bosses control you everything. Because it's Japan, you basically don't have freedom. You are not free to do anything. There is only one way to do things. Rules here are crazy. Every second you move, people tell what to do. Like, for example, I'm front desk agent. I have to have the guest signature. You give them a pen. Even that, there's a way to do it. Okay, so here's a pen. All I need is a signature from the guest. You know, you just give it a pen. No, this is so wrong here. If you do this, Japanese people are gonna think you are crazy. Everything, like every single thing you give to the guest, you're gonna have to use both hands. It doesn't matter what it is. You use both hands like this. You give like this. This is one of the 100 million of rules. Japan is full of nonsenseness and unfairness. And the rules we are following, I don't understand why we have to follow the rules. There's no meaning. I asked somebody, why do we follow these stupid rules? They don't know why they are following it, but they're following it anyways. What the fuck? For example, they don't allow people to talk on the phone when you are in a train. You can talk to people next to you, but you cannot talk on the phone. The rules doesn't make any sense. What if the emergency happens? You have to call 911. So yeah, it's really hard for me to follow all the rules here because it doesn't make any sense. I'm the person who doesn't want to do things that I personally don't think it's a good thing to do. Here, everything is nonsense. I really don't know why people here are okay to follow those stupid things. People here don't think, but just follow the rules. They don't even think about the reason why they are doing that. They are just mind controlled and do whatever the boss says. Literally. I told you in the last videos, I'm not joking, it's literally like cold. I don't think this is good. 30 minutes ago, I got a phone call from my work agent and asked me how I'm doing after a week. And I said, it's pretty good. Nothing seems to be bad. And then my agent told me this. The manager doesn't like me. They hate me because I'm too American. Japanese people don't like people with American personalities because they think that's annoying. Japanese people think Americans stupid. I don't think so. I totally disagree with that opinion. That's so wrong. American people are awesome. American people is the best, like 100% greatest people in the whole world. And Japanese people, you are so wrong. They know nothing about Americans. I know there's good people because I lived in America for 3 years. I have an American boyfriend. They are literally the best. They are smart and kind and warm-hearted and hard-working people I've ever seen. Japanese people care about things that doesn't make any sense. There was one time I saw this one Japanese girl counting the numbers of expired soda cans. I have no idea what she was doing. Oh my god, they were going so crazy, man. Oh my gosh, I don't want to be like that. This is my mindset. I don't want to be like them. I just want to be like a beautiful Americans. So when I moved to America, I tried to forget anything about Japan. I completely tried to be an American, and I tried to force myself to think that I was actually born and raised in America. I also tried to believe that I was actually in American high school. I tried so hard to become 100% American girl because I really hated Japan. I really wanted to be a better version of me, and I chose to be like American because they were so beautiful people. I really love them. So that's the reason my personality is so American. Those 3 years meant so much to me because I grew up so much. I changed it so much. I thought I found myself. I tried to forget everything about Japan except my family. It's so strange. I did forget many things about Japan. Now I come back to Japan and started working here for the first time in my life. Japanese company was so different than American companies, and they were so strict. The rules are crazy. Every single move has rules. Every single thing you wear has rules. This is my problem. I often say things like this. People ask me for some examples. Yeah, I want to give you examples, but there are too many. One single example can't explain the whole thing. There must be something wrong with my mentality, but when I'm explaining, I feel like I don't want to talk about this anymore. And suddenly I stop explaining and I'm sorry, I can't talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Sorry, I'm gonna stop talking about it. Let's talk about something else. I'll try my best to, make you understand what I'm saying. I got a phone call from my agent, and he told me the managers of this company, they don't like my personality, and they don't like me because I'm not following the older rules. But I don't know what's the rules, and I don't know what has what rules because I'm not Japanese anymore. I really forgot everything about Japan, so I'm sorry. I know nothing about Japan, even though I was born and raised in Japan, and they expect me to be like a Japanese, but I'm not. I'm sorry. I cannot go back again anymore. I cannot go back to the days I was completely Japanese. I just want to be better. I don't want to be worse by following the older rules. That doesn't make any sense. And yeah, I didn't know giving a pen had the rule. If I did this, they're gonna be so mad. They get mad. It's not like they gave me suggestion. It's like rules in military. If you don't do this, you are a problem. That actually made me so upset. Okay, this is the only one of 100,000 millions billions of rules. Oh, another thing, when you work, you have to go prior to the working time. You're gonna have to come a little bit earlier. Here, you're gonna be 20 minutes earlier. What am I supposed to do during this 20 minutes? That's too much. I mean, like, I can change into the uniform within 3 minutes. So do the calculation. 10 minutes earlier is fine. And this is what they said. If I didn't come 20 minutes earlier from the next time, I'm gonna be either fired or moved to housekeeping. What the fuck? I'm not even late to the work. I'm coming early. I've never heard of a company that says coming 10 minutes early is bad. If you're late at work every day, that makes sense. You get fired. Actually, there was one time I was late for the work because that was completely accidentally. I misread the schedule. People here never make a whole week schedule. Like, they only make schedule for 2 or 3 days, and sometimes they change the schedule right before the day. Sometimes I don't know what time I'm working tomorrow on the next day. That's crazy. What if I already had planned? I'm giving you the picture of my shift sheet. How do you guys say? I don't know how to say, but this is the schedule. They only make schedule for one day on one paper. There's an employee's name on the left side, what time they work, what time they take break, and what time they get off. F means front desk. R means something. That time I saw this with different dates on it, and I misread the schedule. I thought I was gonna work from 2 p.m. but in reality it was from 11 a.m. and I didn't come at 11 a.m. They worried, they called me, they said, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm home. What's wrong?" And they said I was supposed to be there at 11 a.m. and I was like, "What do you mean I'm working from 2 p.m.? And I checked again and I was like, oh my gosh. Because this is so confusing. This is one of the schedule and this is the schedule of another day. I mean, they look so similar. It was still on my first date. I was not used to read the schedule like this. That time I really messed up. After the phone call, I immediately went to work and said I'm sorry to everybody. And I also said to manager, I suggest you to make a full week schedule because this is not so easy to read. And it's a little bit confusing for me, and if it does for us, it'll help me a lot and it'll help other people a lot. But what they say was like, no, we don't do that. That's it. After that, they pretended like I didn't say that. See, they don't listen to you, they don't listen to employees, they don't have willingness to get suggestion from employees. I said that in my previous videos. I wasn't lying. It's happening right now. That's also the reason unfairness and nonsense continues forever. And I don't understand why the manager called agent, not me, that I wasn't doing good enough. Just tell me so I can improve immediately at that time. Why do they hesitate to say to me? I actually don't get it. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to tell the agent. The agent sent a wrong person and they are blaming about it and they want to fire me and get money back. I think they hate me. To have a unique personality is bad in Japan. I am so unique to them. They can't handle my personality and they hate me. They think I'm crazy. They think there's something wrong with me because I'm different. Different is bad. Being exactly same as other people is good. They pointed at one of my personalities and said that's a problem. And I was like, okay? Question mark? So yeah, Japan is strict like that. I'm trying to adjust to the environment. I'm trying to adjust to the culture and company to style. And it's been a week. They are already giving me up? I don't know, question mark. So yeah, I'm gonna be either get fired or they're gonna move me to housekeeping, work in the back. I feel so isolated from everybody here in Japan. I feel like I'm the only one who is like this, who's experiencing it. I'm really hoping that somebody kidnap me and take me somewhere that's not Japan. Anywhere. If you kidnap me to America, that would be so awesome. Please come get me because I can't apply for the visa. There's no way I can go back to America. The only option is kidnapping or faking memory loss and just stay there illegally. Do I go to like Russia and get lost in the deep woods and pretend like I lost my old memories and stay there for like 2 decades and becoming Russian? Or do I go to America next month and go to Area 51 and get shot? Or do I go to swimming in the ocean and try to land on a deserted island and live there forever? So which should I choose? Comment down below. That's what I'm gonna do next month. There's one girl from Nepal. She speaks only 70% of Japanese. She's still struggling speaking Japanese, but they think she is better than me. At this point, I think they don't like me. What I'm doing is not wrong. I've never had problem with dealing with guests. This hotel is located near Disneyland, so serve with the happy emotions. I thought I was doing right thing to do, but for nonsense reason, they hate it because they want you to do in a decided way. So I got hired. I was so happy. I thought my life is gonna be a little bit better. But this is not going well. I'm not sad. I'm not angry because I kind of expected this to happen. I knew this was gonna happen. When I got the phone call, I was like, no, this happened. I really hoped I was still in America. I'm saying this in my every video. I'm sorry, I'm keep repeating. But that was one of two things always on my mind. The second one is I really want to see my boyfriend again. You know, everybody take a vacation, right? If you're working full-time, you are allowed to take a vacation. Here in Japan, you are only allowed to take 10 days of vacation in a year. I would definitely go back to New York. I'm gonna have to take whole day to get from here to New York, which means I'm gonna use 2 days for flights. There's only 8 days remains that I can actually stay in New York. That's a week in a year that I can see my boyfriend. This life is crazy and stupid. I really want to end it. I don't want to live like this forever. I'm not a type of person who sits there and wait for a fortune to come. I'm just gonna do something to change my life. I'm just gonna have to do something. I'm so up to do something illegal. I think I can do that. I really can't stand this situation. Please, somebody kidnap me. I don't specify a country, whatever you want. Or please, somebody marry me after a month of dating. I don't know, just let me out. I feel I made a mistake. I shouldn't come back to Japan. Since I got here in Japan, actually nothing good happened to me. It's getting worse. Worse and worse and worse. Japanese people are so different. I get to work, right? I started working and I see people and we say hello to each other and they were literally like, why are you smiling? Is there something on my face? You are my teammate. Why aren't you smiling? People there are always wearing serious face, like all the time, all the second. We were working together and I want to make work environment better, so I smile to everybody so we can feel comfortable being there. But guess what? That was the wrong thing to do. They still claim that I'm not greeting to everybody. I mean, what are you talking about? This is one of the example of nonsense and unfairness here in Japan. That's so crazy. I'm literally saying hello to everybody, like every single one, even people in other department, even to people that I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. I'm like, wow, okay, why are they so mean to me? I don't understand. I'm trying my best. I'm working so hard. I'm learning every day. I'm improving every day. So yeah, that's my quick update. What should I call this video? Like, I'm sorry I hate Japan. Japanese people hate me. I really hate talking about things that I hate, but I have to because this is so wrong. I cannot live like this forever. Japan is strict. I'm feeling like I'm in a jail. I cannot go anywhere. I'm basically trapped. So I will just go to Area 51 and get shot. And I want to be a ghost and I can be anywhere I want. That would be so awesome. That's one of the options. I don't know how to end this video. Okay, bye. I don't know.